Hello students. In previous video we were doing the topic dealing with URLs in which we discussed about what is URL, the syntax of the URL and about the anchor tag. Anchor tag has attribute href which has value as URL. URL can be of two types, absolute path and relative path. After that we also did link to page on the World Wide Web, and we also did link to an image by image as a link. Third topic is link to document located in different directory. What does that mean? My web page will help me to link to the document which is stored in different directory means it is talking about absolute path. What if my file is stored in different directory? That time we will give the entire path, complete path, absolute path. So let's see the example here. I've already told you, I've given you this example. Different directory. Let's see the output for this document. If I want to locate this file, this is in some different, this HTML document, different directory. This HTML document is in different folder and this simple .html file is in different folder. So what I will do, I will give the entire path. How I can give the entire path? Just right click here, go to the properties and copy the entire path of the file. Control C and paste it here. Control V. Now I have to give the file name. That properties window is open. I will copy the file name. I will copy it and paste it here. Also, I have to see the extension of the file. The extension of the file is .html. So I have to put it here .html. I will save it, Control S, and check it over here. Now if I will click on this document, can you see the anchor tag, href attribute, the absolute path and the text within the, this is the text within the anchor tag. Click here. So when I will click on this text, click here, it will take me to this document simple.html. So let me see. Okay, this is the web page. This is the document named simple.html. So link to document located in different directory. Fourth is link to the same page. Links to a particular place in a document. For example, when you open a Wikipedia, so when you click on, or I will give you the example here, Wikipedia, you can consider Wikipedia as an example. If for example, same page example, I will explain you. This is my HTML document. Let us see the output. See, this is the page. What I want is when I click on this topic, when I click on this link, it should take me here. When I click on history, it should take me here. When I click on language, it should take me here. When I click on standard library, it should take me here. Okay, so let us see. Standard library is here. So this is an example of link to the same page. I have given link to the same page. Now if I want to create a link to the same page, it should have named anchor. Now what is named anchor? What I wanted was when I click on standard library, it should take me to the explanation of standard library. It should take me here. This is what is I'm expecting. So we will use named anchor. That means I will use anchor tag href as an attribute, and the value of href will be any text. Here I have to use hash and any text which you want to give. Here I have given standard library in double inverted commas. And where I want to go to after clicking on this link, I'll go there and use the named anchor. Anchor name as the attribute is equal to the text which I had given before after hash. That text should be written here. So when I will click on and this anchor tag close. So when I will click on the standard library, it will take me to this section of the page. Similarly, when I click on this text C++, it should take me to here. So again, I will use anchor tag href is equal to hash, and the text I have to give some text so that I can have reference to the specific section of the page where I want to jump. So I will use anchor name, and the text after hash I will give the value of name attribute of anchor, that value, and the link is created. Similarly with this topic also, history, it will take me here, this history. Okay, so this was an example of, so when I will click on, for example, history, it will take me to history. When I will click on language, it will take me to language. When I will click on standard library, it will take me to standard library. So this was an example of link to the same page. So let's read. href is equal to hash same page. Same thing is being explained here via the name attribute. This anchor tag is known as named anchor. Okay, next point is links between sections of different documents. Links between sections of different document. What it is trying to say is when I click to a link in file A, that link should take me to the different section of different file, for example file B. So is that possible? Let's check. I have two HTML files. Let us see the code for this. Between section what I want is let me first run it with web browser. This is the content of my web page. When I click on this link, it should take me to the different section of different file. How we can do that? Again, we will use named anchor. For example, when I click on this, it should take me to the different section of this file. So what I have to do is I have to use the anchor tag href. In double inverted commas, I will specify the file name .html, whatever is the file name I want to jump to. It should take me to the link to a specific section of file, same page.html, and hash, and the text which will help me to link with the particular section of different file. Any text you can give, not necessarily different link, you can give any text. And what I will do, I will go to this page to which I am trying to link. For example, I want to link here this section. I want to link myself to this section here, this section. So what I will do is I will use anchor tag name is equal to the text which I had given after hash will come here. Okay, and anchor tag will be closed. Got it? So let me see what is happening if I will open it with web browser. It has taken me to this specific section. Maybe it's not supporting, as I had told you, there are tags which are not supported by some of the web browsers. Let me try to open it with some other web browser. For example, I will open it with Internet Explorer. When I will click on this, it should take me to this specific section of the, so I'm linked to a different page. Okay, so this was an example of links between sections of different documents. Got it? Important hint, you cannot make links to specific sections with a different document unless either you have write permissions. Of course, if you're trying to link to a specific section of some web page which is owned by some other person, of course you'll not have access to the code of that web page. So that time you should have permission. Okay. Then attributes of anchor and link. So there is anchor tag, a tag, and there is link tag also. Link tag is also used to link to different document. This link tag we are not supposed to do in detail. Just you should know that link tag should be used to link to a different document. Like link is mostly used with cascading style sheet CSS. There are three ways to insert style sheet in your HTML document: inline, internal, and external. So link tag is mostly used with external style sheet. Okay. The following are the attributes of, so these attributes it is talking about. So link tag is mostly used with External style sheet. The following are the attributes appropriate to, yeah, these attributes is talking about href, name, title, methods. These attributes are either used with anchor tag or used with link tag. The other attributes are less common. Some of the out of these, some of the attributes are very less common. They are not used and can be omitted for the introductory reading. So href, you know, hypertext reference. It is used to link to object, any document, any image. So this attribute is used in both anchored element also and link element also. Name. Name is also used to link to a specific section of the page or to a specific section of different document. Name attribute, it is used in anchor tag. Title. Title is used to give title to the they are used in both attribute and link elements. This title defines the title of the link, which appears as a tooltip. What is tooltip? When you hover over some image, there is a message which pops up. That is known as tooltip. For example, in previous lecture we had seen img tag. If you remember, we had used img tag. In this we had used img tag with source attribute. img tag with source attribute. An img tag has source attribute, width attribute, height attribute. And can you see this title attribute? What is this for? It is for tooltip. It defines about the image. Suppose I have used title and I have given the value as 7 wonders. So let me open it with web browser and check what happens. When I hover this mouse over the image, can you see there is tooltip saying 7 wonders? So it defines the image. Likewise, link and attribute can have link and anchor. Link tag and anchor tag can have attribute title for tooltip. Okay. Title defines the title of a link which appears to the user as a tooltip. Then methods. Methods is actually no longer used. Methods attribute. It was used mostly for the executable files. Executable files, for example, um, .exe, the files which have extension .exe. For example, when you install a software, when you double click on .exe file, then only you can install the software. That is executable file, so it's no longer used. Methods attribute, mostly it was for executable files. Sixth is link to mail. Like for example, when you are on a web page and you find a link, for example, to mail, please send email on this email ID. Suppose it's written on the web page. So when you click on that, you will be redirected automatically to the mail so that you can send the mail. For that, we use anchor tag href is equal to this mail to colon your email ID. The email ID For example, I will show you the example first. Mailto. If I want, I'm on a web page and there are chances that you will ask user, if you have any queries, please mail us on this mail ID. So for example, this is the mail ID where I want to email. So what I will do, I will click, this is the text which will appear as a link to the mail. So when I click on this text, it will take me from where I can mail to this person easily. I'll show you once again with web browser. See, it will directly take me to the mail. So for that, what we require, mail to colon, the mail ID to whom you want to mail, and the text in between the anchor tag. Okay, then we have to start with lists in HTML. Mostly 5 marks question, fifth question, which is of 5 marks, comes from this topic, lists in HTML. Lists are used to create list within the HTML document. List can be an ordered list or unordered list. Ordered list means which are in numbered form. Alphabetically, which are sequenced, that is ordered list. Unordered list, which uses bullets to list items. So how to create lists, that we will be learning in this topic in next video. For today we will stop here. Thank you.